Welcome back to Let's Play Risen 2. Last time we did quite a lot of talking and then started exploring the island of Antigua. There's a lot of gargoyles to the north of the port city. Or the harbor town, sorry. And we're actually not having the hardest time with that, so yeah, let's keep going. Let's see, Blades is up to 5. How are we? Legendary items. What's on Antigua? That's Crystal Fortress. A tavern in Antigua, but if I check the sea chart, that's probably this building down here. Or up here. The Flask, Gnomes, Cannonball, Inquisition, Broken Rattle, Marakai Tribe, Hangman's Noose, Storehouse on Antigua, Voodoo Needle, Merchant in Antigua, probably the Voodoo Merchant, and Isle of the Dead. So, that's probably the storehouse, so let's head there first, while wiping out any gargoyles we come across, because having oh god. Wow, that alligator had very wide aggro distance. But yeah, actually, yeah, that's probably the storehouse up there. Claw monkeys are extremely easy to defeat. I don't get skulls from them. I don't know how. I do. Probably have to go up this way. Someone at a campfire there. Bloodroot. I'll worry about you later. Oleander Max Tower. Oh, and I can process some provisions.
Ahoy, young pirate captain. Heard about you, we have.
Does everyone in Antigua know I'm a captain?
I couldn't tell you that, lad, but old Mac knows. From up my tower, I can see everyone who arrives here.
This what you do all day?
Sometimes I help out the lads on the fishing boats, but mostly I just keep an eye on the ships that pass by, and there's always someone willing to stop and talk.
I'm looking for a druid.
A druid, you say? I don't know any druids, or if I did, they never called themselves that.
Then it must have gone too far. I'll have to look for Eldrick farther east.
Whatever, lad. Whatever.
Why don't you go tell your stories in town?
The town's too wild for me these days. Back in the days when I was a young pirate, I had my share of wildness. Too old for that now. I like my peace and quiet.
What sort of stories have you got in mind?
Oh, plenty I could tell you. Plenty. A lifetime at sea I've had. You name the captain, and I've crewed with him.
You should listen. Maybe he has answers for us.
Been all over the place, too. There's not a land I haven't been ashore on. So,
Interesting.
what do you want to hear about?
About how half the world's been destroyed, and yet this place is still standing.
Luck. That's what it is. Could all change, though, if Mara has her way.
You know about her?
I know stories from the captain's house, and I've seen strange things from my tower at night. Be careful on the beach below my tower. I've seen sunken ones there.
What can you tell me about the other captains?
There were 4 great captains of our time. Admiral Alvarez kept them together by way of the creed. They'd all meet up to talk whenever they were planning a big raid.
War council, just like in my tribe.
They sat around the great table in the captain's house and agreed on a common cause.
I want to hear about the captains. Tell me more about Admiral Alvarez.
Most feared and infamous pirate of them all, he was at one time. Built this place as a safe haven and trading point for all pirates. A great man, the Admiral. A great, great man. And it's all about the creed with him. Break it, and you'll have him to answer to.
I hear he's the stubborn type.
And why not? Look at everything his stubbornness achieved here. It's him and the creed that's kept the other captains in line all this time.
What do you think of Captain Slane?
Young to be a pirate captain. About as young as you. Slane's got the Admiral to thank for all that. As a lad, he was the lone survivor of one of the Admiral's raids. He tricked his way onto another captain's ship, and then started making a name for himself. He's a slippery one, and causes no end of trouble to the Admiral.
Tell me more about Captain Crow.
He was always ambitious. Not too bright, but always ambitious. A bloodthirsty bastard, too. Striking fear into all he encountered. Spent a lot of time in northern waters, scrapping with the Inquisition. It's the poor bastards that sailed with him I always feel sorry for.
I killed Captain Crow.
Had he gone as mad as the stories say?
Well, he did try to summon an Earth Titan.
But you stopped him?
With some help.
You did good, lad. He had to be stopped.
The job's not over yet, though. Anything else you can tell me that I don't already know?
Oh, plenty. About Mara, Captain Garcia, or even Captain Steelbeard. But all this talking's making me hungry. I don't suppose...
I help you get something to eat, and you keep talking.
Aye, smart lad.
What do you want me to do?
Rick, the storehouse master, was supposed to bring me a package, but he must have forgotten. He's a good lad, but a bit scatterbrained.
Oh, this is
I'll
what that
just wait
package
here while
from
you go see what happened to my
Antigua
package.
is from.
All right, but these stories better be worth it.
I'm tired, lad.
Maybe. Let's see, he loses all awareness of me. Grog, funnel-shaped gun barrel. Let's see. Nothing up here, really. Small purse, boarding pistol, hunting knife. Hunting knife is not a weapon. Oh, it's a skinning knife. Dang.
Nothing here to take.
I need to liquidate this stuff at some point. Don't think there was anything in there that I need to identify. No. Okay, so that wasn't the storehouse. The storehouse may be over there then, because I've gone into all the buildings around here. Blue claws. I really don't like the auto-targeting in this game. I will go so far as to call it bad. I will go so far as to call it bad. I get that the kick pushes them out of range to give you room to breathe, but it's still mildly irritating. Okay, good. Just enough to get a heal. Free chest. Netting me... Ooh, a thief's potion. Not bad at all. Yeah, Chani, having Chani around is... Chani's probably the most overpowered of the current crew members. Oh, there's a gargoyle. Just because, like, I use fewer resources when she's around because of the healing being so powerful. I don't know how the doctor's training will help, or where I need to go to get that. Let's not mess with you yet. Let's go handle... Of course he's got sand devils with him. Go, avoid the big one. Let's not do the combo. Ah! What? Can I pick? Ah, I don't know where she is. Never mind. I was gonna say, can I pick Chani up manually since she gets up automatically, but... Wait, that gargoyle had something on it to loot. Draw another one in. Actually, if I can only draw the gargoyle, that would be awesome. Johnny, stop blocking. Okay. Aha, you changed trajectory and it messed you up. I got that gargoyle's axe. Huh. Yeah, it's not a quest item.
Together.
Okay. Handle these ankle biters.
The spirit is free.
Choking vine.
Together.
Ah. How come I wasn't getting axes off of the other ones? Weird. Let's see, there's... Oh, is that the one that I ran into earlier? Another cursed doll, provisions, gold. No, that's the one I ran into with... Oh, boy. Alright, creep forward.
Ha! I am coming.
And try not to pull the other ones. Chani? Okay.
Together.
Okay, pulling these guys separately was not happening. Nice. Three gargoyle eggs over here. Another sword thorn. Blood root. Vein of ore. Wow. Those gargoyles were guarding some good treasure. And like, they have to be related to the DLC, right? Because the druid dude was talking about winged demons from the air. Painkiller, bullets, and more gold nugget. I already... Pirate's Life? Yeah, I already got the stuff over here. Because this was the branching path. I do apologize if any background noise is coming through. I legitimately don't know. And I can't effectively check right now. Oh, there's another pack of sand devils. He's got leaps. What do I need sand devil sensors for again, potion-wise? Is it any that I have? I can make ritual potions pretty easily, but they're, like, cheap potions. Spirit Essence uses bone. Potions of Persuasion, that's it. Because those are good to have on hand, and they're also kind of profitable. Actually, no, they're not profitable, because they take a Sand Devil Sensor, which is 15, I believe, and an herb, which is 5. So, literally, I should just use them.
Get back!
Good on glory. I don't feel like dealing with that alligator though. They're still pretty tough. Getting loads of bloodroot. Sugar is going to be the bottleneck soon, I think. Yeah, let's keep exploring this north side and also check in the river for herbs.
I am coming.
And I aggroed the alligator. Where are you going? I just had a thought. Usually the stat potion recipes are dispersed throughout the game instead of just being all end game. Hey, you held on to the stat herbs, here's your bonus. Like in Gothic 2, you get a couple of them like in the first town. So my thought is maybe the merchant in Harbor Town has one or two. Because this is a rare game where, like, all of the skills are helpful. Let's see, it needs a bump of 5. I don't have anything that would raise it by 5, do I? I did get a free Thief's Potion here. And I'll be able to make more soon because there is a shop. Dun, dun, dun. Three spears. Actually, that's... In terms of pure gold value, that's been one of the best just regular chests so far.
Get back!
Single gargoyle. So here's a fun fact about me and the Risen series. So this was back, my experience actually goes back to, well, slightly before one of the first Steam summer sales. Because there was actually like a reward for, you know, the currency that you get from doing the sale achievements and stuff. And you would get a random game, and it was usually a $10, $20 game. But, like, at that time, there was more of a guarantee of quality on Steam, so a random Steam game is a... Strange Eggs was a much bigger deal than, like, nowadays. Like, I think it's cool that they let literally anything onto Steam regardless of apparent commercial value. But there's some real trash on here now. Like stuff that should not have made it past
Your spirit is free.
the frickin' winged monsters. The, pitch. But, yeah, I had played a bit of...
Hordes of evil beasts would rule the lands, killing all.
Let me check the boarding pistol real quick. That is worse. Yeah, I'd played the demo for the original Risen a bit, and I'd never played a Piranha... Actually, I think I'd, like, tinkered with Gothic 3 before through, you know, I'll get back to Gothic 3 in a moment. Maybe I can still get these axes. Yes. Anyway, I didn't really have experience with Piranha Bytes, but, you know, the opening hours of the game were cool. And I played the demo, which I think was, like, a time trial. Or timed trial, I guess is more accurate. And I actually got the original Risen for free. I never got very far in it. But I knew, you know, it's a cool game. Several years later, I pick up the Gothic and Arcania pack on a whim, because it's like $5 for 4 RPGs. I know Arcania is frowned upon. I still want to play it, just to form my own opinion. I know it's not Piranha Bytes, and it's really not Gothic at all, which is why I simply refer to it as Arcania, not Gothic 4. And I played through Gothic 1, and I just had a blast with it once I figured out combat. Because Gothic 1's combat is really janky and poorly explained. I think I might have independently played, like, the demo for Risen 2 as well. No, I got it in a Humble Bundle back when Deep Silver was the publisher, because they no longer are. Because this was, like, they considered it a cheap game, like one that was not, it was like, it might have been THQ Nordic. Yes, it was THQ Nordic. But, you know, one of those publisher, AA publisher Humble Bundles. I played the opening hours. Was less impressed with it because I didn't understand, you know, how I had to play this game. Like, Risen 1 actually is very good at its onboarding in comparison to the Gothic games. I can't speak for Elex yet. Let's see, campfire. Yeah, I'll pop another thievery potion. It's funny when you realize that there are specific patterns. Like a fixed number of specific patterns. Matchwalk. They're really making sure that if you went gunsmith, you can make some money now. I am irritated that the one woman just never gave me those pinking sheets. I didn't talk to her after the quest. She might actually give me the pinking shears. Bloody Mary, lead shots, and gold. I'm not married to using the regular pistol ammo. It's just, I don't care enough to spend all the money it takes to upgrade a pistol. And I'm not going into muskets because I just prefer to have a sword. Heroes use swords. But this guy's more of a scoundrel than a hero. Crab Stabber. Simple straight blades made from low-grade material are called crab stabbers. Most of them break after just one battle. Sometimes I wonder if, like, some of these had quests intended to be related to them. Because, like, otherwise there's no realistic use for them other than vendor trash. Which, don't get me wrong, these games have their share of vendor trash. In fact, in terms of, like, world item design, that's one of the biggest differences between this and, say, Outward, where there's literally no such thing as vendor trash. Just stuff you're not using on a specific playthrough or build. Outward is another one of those games in this, like, subgenre of Eurojank, open world but difficulty gated action RPGs. Like, Outward, I knew what I was doing pretty early on, other than I did not understand the importance of buffs. And that they were not just, you know, little edge. They were baked into progression. Where'd the other one go? Weird. Wow, there are a lot of splitting paths here. I mean, they all lead to essentially the same small area, but, you know, you want to take all the paths you can to get all the herbs and stuff. Fight all the dudes. Someone hecked up the dudes. Yeah, I mean, I have a vague goal of getting down here, because that's an obvious fast travel point on top of being either a tavern or a storeroom, either of which will get me a legendary item. I'm kind of just enjoying the fact that I'm just going around gathering some experience and money, making things safer for when I need to run through and do quests and stuff. Oh boy. I'd actually rather you didn't join in the fray here, Johnny. So you're not going to do enough damage. And I'd rather have you available for healing instead of down after doing maybe one hit of my damage. I just kind of wasted her heal, but that's fine. Thank you. Rum and gold. Alright, what do we got here? Giant enemy crabs, fisherman's hut. Eddie.
You're from the town. Finally. Seriously, I thought we were done for.
Who's we?
Me and my mate Duncan. We lived here for years, fishing the local waters.
You know this island well?
Of course, but not as well as old Mac out there on the western side. That old coffin dodger's been here longer than anyone can remember.
So, what's the matter?
It's my mate Duncan. We were out here fishing, and then... Oh, it was horrible. This thing, maybe a hobgoblin. It came out of nowhere, Duncan. I think it ate Duncan.
Calm down and tell me what happened.
Well, we found a good fishing spot in a grotto. We thought it was our lucky day, plenty to sell in the town. But then we heard this really horrible noise. Like something really pissed off and hungry. Me, I scarpered fast and I saw Duncan. It wasn't with me.
You left him back there?
I know. Please, can you help him? He's my mate. But what can I do against a creature like that?
Don't worry, I'll try to sort this.
You will? Oh, thank you, sir. Please, don't be long.
I'll see if I can find your friend.
He's probably had it. Poor bastard. Be good to know for sure, so I can take word back to that girl of his.
Let's not give up hope yet. This grotto, where is it?
Not far, just down the end of the beach. I would take you, but, you know, the hobgoblin.
What makes you think it was a hobgoblin?
It sounded like one. You know, from the stories you hear. A horrible evil spirit made unnatural flesh. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Sounds like it might be connected with Mara in some way.
Mara? I've heard stories about her. They say she has tentacles. And soul as black and evil as the abyss. At least that's what old Max says. But those are just stories, right?
I hope you're wrong, though.
You and me both, but I don't think I am.
You know a druid called Eldrick?
Aldrich? Never heard of him.
Maybe I'm on the wrong part of the island then. I'll try further out west. I need some fresh fish.
I'm not doing anything with that monster out there. Sorry, but I don't want to die.
He wanted to prove to everyone he could climb the high hill, even with his peg leg. One night, he left Tacarigua's pirate's den to prove his point, and disappeared, without anyone finding out if he ever reached the top or not. I've already found the peg leg.
Yep. Not really much to yoink in there except a locked chest, but I can't access it. Alright. Well, let's head on. I find it funny that the crabs are inherently more rewarding to defeat than the much tougher grave spiders. Because they can give, you know, an eye and also maybe a pearl. Coconut shells. Alright, that's gonna be the grotto. Grog, potion of blades, gold. Oh wow, that potion of blades is going to be really powerful when I decide I need to use it. Because I also have a potion of ritual to use with it. Whatever, one kill is one kill.
Spirit is free.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, it is a hobgoblin, apparently. Deal with the sand devils. Because they're just going to be a distraction. Especially with the terrible auto-targeting system. Apparently a hobgoblin is not much to take down for me, though. Oyster shell, black pearl, 2 emeralds, and a chunk of gold. Black pearls are worth... Come on. 120.
Together. Your spirit is free.
Like, why are bones so hard to actually get? I guess they're intended to be a purchased thing. A long knife. That was just another old sword, I think, or a crab stabber. Or it's possible that they just had different people designing, like, different islands and quests and stuff. Cutlass. So they weren't entirely sure, you know, what the scaling was gonna be. Oh, hello.
Now, where did you appear from? Outside? Glad you think it's funny. You must be either brave or just stupid to come here. Don't you know about the monster loose out there? Me, I just barely made it into here alive.
So I see.
Poor thinking. Not a good plan.
Well, at least you're here now.
So what were you doing to end up here in the first place?
I was just fishing in the grotto with my mate Eddie. Then that monster appears and Eddie runs off and leaves me.
What a coward.
The thing still went after him, so I ran in here to hide. That thing, it was huge.
You're lucky we found you, you know that?
Things just get worse and worse here. This island used to be pretty safe. Used to be. Worst thing you'd come across would be some drunken pirate on his way home from the pub. Now, though, there's all sorts of horrible things crawling out of the sea. I just don't understand why all this is happening now.
It's safe to go now, that thing's dead.
Dead? Thank the Geiger! This is definitely the last time I go fishing in a shithole. Here, I owe you for saving me. I'll stick to fishing and leave the treasure hunting to the experts.
Ooh, treasure in the grotto. Bloody Mary and an oyster shell. Wow, is that it? Wait. No, that's up where the cutlass was. Oh, this is also where the treasure is. Okay. Wonder if I could give him the bunk treasure maps.
Easy does it.
Treasure contains gold nugget, 500 gold, jade idol, and a gold idol. Ooh, vein of gold ore. All right. Well, let's just go turn this in, and that'll be a good end point, I feel. Because that'll also be the fresh fish taken care of. And then we still have a sizable bit of the island left to check out. Sure, I will go ahead and pop the Thief's Potion if they're going to be that deep of sleepers. Saber, torch, grog.
Okay, scratch one hobgoblin.
You sure it's dead?
Well, unless there were two horrible growling things in that grotto, then yeah, I am sure.
These are dark days. Strange, horrible things crawling out of the sea. Can't help thinking this is just the start of it, and there's worse things to come.
Well, there is
Now,
a sequel.
there's a comforting thought. Relax. Your friend Duncan's safe now.
I can't believe it. I was sure he was done for. I can't thank you enough for saving him. I mean it. Thank you.
He was lucky. You both were.
You don't have to tell me that.
What about those fish barrels?
No worries. I'll deliver them straight to the quayside.
And then... I've got a couple of things. Yep, strange eggs and winged monsters are part of the Storm Island DLC. Alright.
Your friend was worried about you, that's why we're here.
Didn't see him being too worried when he ran off and left me. You know, when all this is over, me and him will probably have a laugh about it one day. But right now, if one of us is going to get eaten, I'd want it to be him.
Alright. So next time on Let's Play Risen 2, we're going to probably, like, wrap up our exploration of Antigua and get to work on pure luxury and the treasure on Antigua. Yeah. See you guys then.